While we're dealing with these unprecedented times, if you're feeling low about the crazy year we've had so far, then we made this episode specially for you. Hi, and welcome to Up It and the Actionables podcast. My name is Peyton. I'm a performance life coach. Before we get started, a gentle reminder to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon if you want to get notified every time we bring you content like this that can help you move toward your life goals. And now let's get into it. Who would have thought we'd be living in such times where we are unable to meet friends and family? We'd be practicing social distancing. Doesn't it feel like we're in the middle of some dystopian movie? So I have a question for you. Would you like to improve your life in 2020? And is it even possible? Okay, those were two questions, but you get the idea. Apart from staying healthy and staying safe at home, how can you improve your life? And where do you even start? Think about this. When there is some sort of alignment between your health, your career, relationship, your finances, then your overall quality of your life is enhanced. And pre-COVID, to achieve this sort of alignment probably might have seemed impossible. However, now that we are at home and hopefully you're with your loved ones, you can choose to take this time to invest in improving your overall quality of your life by looking at these different areas. And here's how you can start. First, choose one area of your life that you'd like to drastically improve. So it could be your own health, your career, your finances, or even your relationships. And the reason why I'm saying just choose one is start small. Next is to determine what exactly you want to change or improve in this particular area. So it could be like you want to lose X amount of weight, or you want to grow in your career by working toward a promotion, or you may want to improve the quality of your relationship with a loved one. So one thing that you have to be extremely mindful about is while you want to improve or change one area of your life, you have to get super specific about what is it that you want to improve. Let's take an example. Let's say you want to get promoted at work. You have to be extremely intentional and specific about all the things that you need to do in order for you to get that promotion. However, also be mindful, not get overly stressed out. Because very often the irony is when you're not mindful about how you're pursuing your goal, that same goal, that very goal that you are trying to achieve might trip you up and make you feel extremely stressed, might affect your health, affect your relationships around, and then that is not a healthy scenario, right? So what can you do? How can you improve the quality of your life while being mindful of the way you're pursuing your goal? So here's my suggestion. Stop going to war with yourself. And yes, WAR stands for an acronym and a metaphor, because who doesn't like acronyms, right? W stands for wanting your goals. Stop wanting your goals. I'm going to repeat that. Stop wanting your goals, because everybody wants to reach their goals. Now, the only difference between those who do and who don't is people who want to reach their goals may or may not. However, people who make wanting their goals a personal standard, that is when they make a mental shift from wanting their goals to needing their goals, that's when something happens. When this mental shift happens, it becomes much simpler for them to align their actions, and that helps them move toward that goal. Next, A stands for aspiring toward your goals. The problem happens when people get stuck in aspirations. That's when they are unable to take focused actions. There's absolutely nothing wrong in a healthy dose of motivation. However, when that aspiration is a roadblock to taking action, that's where the trouble can be. R stands for realistic goals. There's a famous quote by Tony Robbins which says that a lot of people overestimate what they can achieve in 1 year and underestimate what they can achieve in 5 years. So what you need to be mindful about is that goal that you're trying to achieve. Be realistic. Being realistic has nothing to do with you being less driven and serious about reaching your goals. Don't make the mistake of thinking that just because you're being realistic, that goal doesn't mean enough to you or you're not driven to reach those goals. In fact, being realistic about your goals is something that you must do for yourself. So that was the acronym WAR. Determine for yourself which level of war are you fighting with yourself. Are you getting stuck with just wanting your goals, or are you stuck in the motivation and only aspiring to reach your goals, or are you stuck with your goals being realistic? So that's my time for today. If this episode helped, like it, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll be back next week. If you'd like to get in touch with me, you can hit me up on social. My handle on Instagram is @PaytonsLife. For personalized help with your life goals, check out my company on upitaway.com. Till next week, remember, what you want matters, and it's really up to you to make it happen. Stay healthy and stay safe. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.